for those of you who I have met, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me that you're here. For those of you who I have not met before, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I really appreciate you coming out for this cause. My name is Marley, and I am a yoga teacher. I'm trained in Bhakti Yoga, which is the yoga of devotion, so we're going to get a little spiritual today. I invite you to take what you would like and leave what you don't. Also, a reminder that this is your practice, so please do not do any poses that you feel uncomfortable. We want your body to feel good and your mind to feel calmer and your heart more full. Additionally, this is going to be a pretty deep stretching class, so we'll be doing some hips poses and meditations, and that can often bring up a lot of feelings. We store a lot of our emotions in our hips, so understandable if you need to come out of any of those poses, or if you just need a moment to sit back in child's pose and feel all the feelings. Also, a couple of the positions take places on our backs and our bellies. I know that those have been poses that police have put people in issues of police brutality. So if you are not comfortable in those poses because it brings up too many feelings, please come up to your knees or come to a standing pose. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. So today's class is obviously for Black Lives Matter and the NAACP. So I'd like to begin by taking a moment of silence for all of the Black lives that have been lost and will likely be lost still until we redo this system. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge that this is the first day of the month of Pride. Condolences to those who cannot go and congregate together and celebrate and mourn. Additionally, a reminder that Pride was founded on the same principles as the civil rights movement and was in fact founded by trans women, and Black members of the LGBTQA+ community face a lot of racism as well as homophobia, and our love and hearts and prayers go out to them as well. We'll begin with a meditation for our practice today. I've chosen a mudra that I invite you to join me in. It's called the Trishula mudra. It is one of the mudras of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is one of the three main gods of Hinduism, and he is the Lord of Destruction. But his version of destruction is undoing patterns. And so I invite us to hold Lord Shiva in our hearts, minds, and prayers or good energies as we undo the patterns that we have laid a system in and try to change them. So for this mudra, you'll take both hands and you'll touch your thumb to your pinky, leaving your 3 fingers up. This is supposed to symbolize Lord Shiva's trident. Trishula means trident. And it's threefold, the 3 to change the system. Activity, the activities we are engaging in for a change. And knowledge, admitting that we never know anything. We always need the perspectives and stories, and we should always be learning. As a white woman, I acknowledge that I have intense privilege from the color of my skin, and right now I'm working on engaging in the learning and the discomfort of learning about privilege and what that means in today's society. So I'd like you to find a comfortable seat. I'm going to move back to my mat and take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Something you would like for the world, for those you care about, for a change. We will solidify this intention with 3 rounds of Om together. While we cannot hear each other, know that you are all sending the same vibrations out to the universe. You can continue to hold your mudra, or if you would like to feel those powerful vibrations, you can put your hand on your heart and on your tummy. I'll cue 3 rounds of inhales, and on the exhale, we will all make the sound Om together. Ready? Inhale. Inhale. Last time, inhale. Take an inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Let's do that 3 more times. And rolling forwards, inhale up. Exhale, roll down the chest. I think it's easy to forget throughout the day how close our shoulders creep up to our ears and our anxiety, frustration, and fear. Then I'd like you to come onto your hands and knees in table. Shoulders over elbows over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest, look up for cow. Exhale, arc the back, tuck the chin, look at the belly button, cat. 4 more rounds on your own breath. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Nice big audible breaths, releasing our emotions and accepting the energy of the universe as we breathe. You're not even in a studio right now, so you can be as loud as you want. Settling back into your table, inhale your right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread the right hand under the left armpit, resting gently on the right shoulder. Left hand extended out, thread the needle. Knowing that the further you press that right arm through the left, the deeper of a shoulder opener you'll get. Inhale, left hand underneath left shoulder, right arm to the sky. Exhale, place the right hand under the left shoulder, lift the left arm to the sky, opening up the torso. Breathe here. On your next exhale, bring both hands under their respective shoulders. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle coming underneath the right armpit. Inhale, bring the left hand underneath the right shoulder. Exhale, open the right arm, like you're trying to give the world a big hug. Next exhale, come back to your table. Touch the big toes together, sit hips back to heels for child's pose. Perhaps taking a moment to roll the head side to side from temple to temple. Pressing the palms firmly into the mat, tuck the toes, raise the hips, coming into downward dog. Perhaps pedaling out the heels. You want to make sure that each of your fingers is gripping your sticky mat, pretending you're a gecko with their sticky pad, so you can't let go. Extending through the shoulder blades, raising the hips to the sky. It's much more important that you've got that shoulder alignment than that your heels come to the floor. You can always bend the knees. Let's hold here for 3 more breaths. Inhale, raise up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the knees back down into the table. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to make 3 body circles in each direction. So it's kind of like cat-cow, but with a little bit more rotation in it. So your inhales, you'll lower the belly, swooping up to the right. Exhale, arc the back into cat, and come down to the left. 2 more times, lowering the belly, rotating over to cat, and down. Last time, this side. And then switch direction. 3 times on your own breath. When you're finished, take your feet as wide as your mat, making sure the tops of your feet are on the mat or the floor, laying down on the belly, and placing the hands flat underneath the shoulders. Bring those elbows into the ribs. Inhale, raise the chest however far is comfortable, coming to baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Making sure those elbows stay tight. Only coming up as far as feels good. It's just so good to open the spine after a full day at the computer. Now bring those arms wide. Come up onto the tips of your fingers like you're making a tent. Inhale up, wide cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. On your own breath, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Moving through table, lift through the hips, downward dog. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Sorry, I laid down on a twig. We're going to come to a low lunge with the right foot forward now. So you can either lift the right leg and step right foot to right thumb, or slowly step that right foot forward to your right thumb. Lowering the left knee down. If this is uncomfortable for the knee, you can put a blanket underneath the knee, or you can raise on up to high lunge. So we're going to do some stretching here. Our inhales will lean forward, arcing the back, reaching the hands up. Exhales, plant the hands, sitting back, straightening the right leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Hold in the stretch back for just a moment. Perhaps walking your hands forward, finger tenting them up. And then inhale, come forward, place the left hand down on the mat, right hand up to the sky for a nice twist. Option 2 is to bring your hands to prayer. Press your left elbow to your right knee, open the chest. Hold here, 3 breaths. Good news, I think they're done weed whacking. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, place the hands, step right foot back to left, down dog. Take a couple of breaths here, pedaling out the heels, or perhaps taking a flow if you'd like. Inhale, bring that left leg up, or exhale, step left foot to left thumb, whatever is comfortable. Coming back to your lunge, inhale forward. Exhale, lean back, stretch. Continuing on your own breath. When you come up, you can take that Trishula Mudra if you'd like. Forward one more time. Stretching back, really allowing the exhale to bring you down. Rooting into the earth. Feeding your energy to Mother Nature. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, right hand to the mat, left arm to the sky, or prayer hands with right elbow to left knee. Woof. I'm on a hill and I'm clumsy. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step left foot back to right, downward dog. Inhale, come up to your toes. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands. We're gonna take forward folds. So we'll start by doing one leg at a time, placing your hands on the floor, bending your knees as much as is necessary. You can even come up to books, blocks, or the couch if you'd like. And then see if you can straighten the left leg just a little bit, only as far as you feel that nice opening, not a tear. Letting that head drop down. And bending the left leg, straightening the right. Straightening both legs, grabbing your hands behind your shoulder and lifting up ever so gently. Opening up those shoulders. And then slowly release them down. Give yourself a nice big hug as you forward fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, catch the right wrist with the left hand and maybe step the right foot behind the left, arc up and over. Opening that side body. We often collapse into our side body when we're on our phones scrolling. So it's good to stretch it out and regain that alignment. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other side, catching the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step your feet wide, turning them out to 45-degree angles. Pull up your pants if they're falling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Now, on your own breath, walk your hands forward for a wide-legged downward dog. So your hands are as wide as your shoulders, but your feet are super wide. Extend through the shoulders. It feels a little awkward, but maybe give the hips a little bit of a shift. Breathe here. One of my favorite things about poses that connect me down into the earth, especially when I'm outside, is that Mother Nature is such a good recycler, right? She takes all of these nutrients from things that are decaying and turns them back into something beautiful. And so I'm hoping that by giving her all of our energies, our hopes, our fears, our sweat, tears, and all of our action, we can take all of this horror we're seeing and build something new and beautiful, just like Mother Nature has taught us. Inhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Exhale, either grab opposite elbows and hang down, or flip your hands so that your fingertips face your toes. Walk yourself back. Keep breathing. The hard problem with teaching remote classes is I don't know if you're breathing or not. In class, I can hear you. Inhale, hands back underneath the shoulders. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left, flipping your toes so that your toes are perpendicular to the short edge of your mat, allowing your right toes to turn in 45 degrees. Inhale up to the fingertips. Exhale, maybe you fold, maybe your hand comes to your shin, whatever feels best in the stretch. Inhale, walking through center. Exhale, rotating the feet the other way, so right foot perpendicular to the front of your mat. Fold down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bend that right leg so that it, or right knee so that the knee is over the ankle. Warrior one. Those back toes are still turned in 45 degrees. Really engaging in the back inner thigh as if you're trying to squeeze your legs together even though they're far apart. Inhale, grow your arms tall, shoulders up. Exhale, shrink the shoulders away from the ears, but keep those fingertips high. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, open the arms, bend the knee back. Take a moment. Are your shoulders over your hips? Look forward. Now you can either hold here or you can exalt your warrior. Left hand coming back to the left thigh or behind the back. Right arm up and over. Wherever you are at, 3 more breaths. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, stand up tall, rotate the feet. So left foot perpendicular to the front of the mat, right foot in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the left knee, warrior one. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, keep those fingertips tall, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Really focusing on that conscious engagement with your body, with the world. Keep breathing. Inhale, up tall, straighten those legs. Exhale, open the arms, bend the knee. Looking out forward in front of you, check that your shoulders are over your hips, your pelvis. And then look forward, keep breathing. The option is to stay here, option 1. Option 2, right arm to right thigh or behind the back. Left arm up and over. Inhale, arms to a T. Exhale, stand up, give your hips a little wiggle. Maybe do a dance. Bring your feet back underneath your hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Bending one knee and then another. There is a very cute spider on my mat. He looks polka dotted. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, shake it all out. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a flow now. I'm gonna show you what the flow is first. You're welcome to walk through it with me if you'd like. You're also welcome to just stay and watch the first time, and then we'll do it together. So we'll meet with our hands by our side, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your hands can come to your shins or to the mat. Exhale, forward fold again. Step the right foot back. Inhale, arms up. Low lunge. Exhale, you'll plant the hands and step back to down dog. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Then we'll inhale to our toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. That was way faster than we're about to do it, but just so you've got the idea of things. We'll switch up which feet for each round, but we'll do a couple rounds on each side. So coming up to the front of your mat, feet as wide as your hips, hands by your sides. Summon your own personal awesomeness. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, hands down, step the right leg back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to dog. Hold here, 3 breaths. Really let those breaths sigh out the mouth. Inhale, step your left foot to your left thumb, right knee down, arms rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step right foot to left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. We're gonna do that again, but this time we'll step the left foot back first. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, knee down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, downward dog. 3 breaths here. Noticing if the back of the legs feel more open than they did before. It's okay if they don't. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, arms rise. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step left foot to right, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, fan the toes out like you're trying to be a duck. Yes, you should all want to be ducks. And plant them down, pinky toe to big toe, creating a really nice, stable footing for yourself. The nice thing about having webbed feet, if we had them, is that they create a much more stable base and make you a better swimmer. So we're gonna fake it till we make it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step the right leg back, high lunge. So you're still up on the ball of that foot. You're not gonna fall down a hill. And you're bending the left knee over the left ankle. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, shoulders down. We're gonna take 3 breaths here, and I invite you to bring your thumb to your pinky, taking that Trishula Mudra with me. Inhale, step the right foot back to the left, or forward to the left, that was poor wording. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, step left foot back, high lunge. Trying to get that right knee to bend over the right ankle. Staying up on the ball of the left foot. Perhaps taking that mudra. 3 breaths. Inhale, step left foot up to right. Exhale, hands by your sides. Walk to the middle of your mat, arms out to a T. Cross right arm over the body. Use the left arm to stretch that arm. Stretch your arms with your arms. Hold here. I'm going to check the time so that I make sure we have time for our meditation at the end. Arms out to a T. Switching sides, left arm crosses over right. Release to a T. Arms up to the sky. Flip your left palm to face backwards, and then make to pat yourself on the back. Using your right hands, grab your left elbow and just gently pull it backwards. Both arms up, switch sides. This time the right hand pats you on the back. Grab your right elbow with your left hand. Both arms up, and bring them out to a cactus. These are cactus arms. And then bring your feet wider than your hips. You can stay straight while I explain what we're doing next, or if you'd like to take a longer squat, you can begin to squat into your goddess posture. So it's a wide-legged squat. Couple reasons I chose this pose. One, this is the sign for hands up, don't shoot, which is very important right now. Allow yourself to feel all of the feelings associated with that. Two, I think goddess breaths are really important for harnessing the energy we're feeling and directing them into what we need to do. We're gonna take 2 rounds of 3 breaths each. So for each one, I'll cue an inhale, we'll stand up straight, arms up. On the exhale, we'll come down to that lunge, arms in cactus with a huh, nice and loud. I want your neighbors to hear you and their neighbors to hear you. The first round, I want you to direct all of your sadness, anger, fear, turmoil, feelings of intense awfulness about how scared you are about the world right now. 3 breaths. Second round, take that energy, that passion, and fuel it into what you are going to use to fix it. First 3 breaths, feel all the feelings. Inhale up. Inhale. Inhale. Second round, we're gonna fix it. All of the action you are going to take directed into these 3 breaths. Inhale, 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 arms up. Exhale, bend through the left leg, arc up and over to the side, taking a little bit of a side lunge and a side body opener. Perhaps twisting that heart open, sending all of your emotions to the universe. Inhale, swoop up. Exhale, bend over to the right, arcing the left side body. Inhale up. Exhale, step your feet together. Inhale, arms tall. Exhale, ever so slowly and intentionally bend your way to the ground. Your head is the last thing to drop down. Take a couple of deep sighs when you get there. Oh, there's a very cute bug on my pants. Hello. I don't want to smush you. Bringing it down to your knees, coming to table. Let's stretch that left arm out, right leg behind you. Reaching out our opposites, working on our balance. Focusing on regaining our balance, strength, and power in a new situation. Bring that hand and knee down. Right arm out, left leg back. We're gonna come to gate now. So the left knee is gonna stay down, right leg is gonna step out. If this is uncomfortable for your knee, you can take the same pose, but just standing up. We're just gonna do a couple of side body stretches here. So, inhale, arms up. Exhale, tilt to a T, bringing your left hand down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. And we'll take a couple of switches, alternating which side body you're stretching through on your own breath. The wind is blowing, which makes me feel a little bit like a tree blowing in the wind. Last inhale, come up tall, both knees underneath you. Exhale, step that left foot out. Down to your T, arc up and over. Inhale up, exhale, fold over. That rhymed. Other side, a few times. Come up tall, both knees underneath you. Sit back on your heels. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, down the back. Touch your big toes together. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. Fold the chest down beneath the hamstrings, child's pose. You can keep your arms behind you, by your sides, or out in front. Taking a moment to breathe here, the spot where you've put in so much sweat. When you're ready, coming onto your backs for a few last stretches before our guided meditation. Hug the knees into the hips. Then bring your arms out to a T. And release the legs to the right side. Inhale, bring those knees up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, right leg along the mat, left leg up to the sky. Inhale it tall. Exhale, grabbing the hamstring, pull it gently towards the torso, allowing the knee to take a little bit of a bend. One more inhale. Exhale, placing the left hand on the outside of the left thigh, gently allow the left leg to open out to the side. The purpose of the hand is to not allow the thigh to drop. Just allow your leg to go to where you feel a nice hip opening. Keeping the foot flexed will make sure that that comes sooner than if you have your toes pointed. I like to keep my other hand on my opposite hip to make it nice and grounding. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the outside of the left hip. Release that leg over to the opposite side of the body. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, bend the right knee, cross the left ankle below the knee. Using your hands and your own breath, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, gently pulling that thigh towards you for reclining pigeon. Right leg can stay bent or straighten up towards the sky. If you're going to straighten it, maybe take a few ankle rolls. I like this version of pigeon because I find it a little bit more controlled than when I just lower my hips to the ground. I also find it easier on my knees. Side note, this one is also good with a wall, if you have a wall to put your right foot on. Release those legs up to the sky, give them a little shimmy and shake. And then left leg comes down to the ground. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, gently pour it towards the chest. Exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the right thigh, gently open, releasing it down towards the ground. Left hand can stay on the left hip. The further you pull your leg up towards your ear, the harder it'll be to get to the ground. The lower you release it towards the other ankle, the easier it will be. Inhale that leg up. Exhale, using the left hand, press it down over the body, crossing it to the left hand side. Maybe look out over the right hand. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, bend the left leg, cross the right ankle below the left knee, and on your own breath, hold the left thigh towards you, reclining position. Inhale, both hands up to the sky, legs up to the sky. Exhale, bend knees in towards armpits. Grab the knife edge of the feet, rock yourself from side to side, happy baby. When you're ready, and take your time, I invite you to make yourself into a comfortable meditation pose, whether that be traditional Shavasana or a seated meditation posture. Close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And bring the attention back towards the breath. Inhales crawling in through the nose. Exhale, sighing out towards the mouth, through the mouth. Noticing that with our inhales, we invite sensation into the body, new energies. With our exhales, we release that which no longer serves us, letting it go, cycling it back into the Mother Nature's world. Take a moment to do a body scan. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head. Noticing where in the body you find tension or emotion. This guided meditation will be a progressive relaxation. I invite you to engage, but I also invite you to take any meditation you may need at this time. With each breath, allow a new wave to wash over you. Allow that breath to direct your energy. First, settling it into the toes, spreading it from the pinky toe all the way up to the big toe. Massaging through the soles of the feet and the heels. Think, let go, as your energy circles the ankles, massaging out any kinks there. Think, let go, as it runs up the back of the calves and down the front of the shins. Think, let go, as it swirls in the knees, comforting and patting them. Think, let go, as it massages up the backs of the thighs and down the front, releasing the tension. Think, let go, as it swirls into the hips and pelvis, pulling you deeper into the floor, melting you into your mat, releasing you. Think, let go, as you imagine the lower half of your body completely relaxed. Think relax as your energy swirls into the stomach, untying any knots. Think relax as it fills the lungs with air and brings space into the chest cavity. Think relax as it fills the chest and surrounds the heart with light and love, acknowledging the pain and sorrow, and filling our minds, bodies, and hearts with action to make tomorrow better. Think relax as this energy swells into the shoulders, pressing them down into the mat to bring openness and lightness, trickling through the upper arms, coming to rest in the elbows, swirling through the forearms, and circling the wrists. Think relax as this energy swirls in the wrists and fills the palms, trickling into each and every fingertip, allowing that love you feel there to be spread to anyone you touch in the forms of service, alliance, or wherever it might be for you. Think relax as the chin dips and the back of the neck lengthens. Think relax as you allow the jaw to loosen and the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Think relax as this energy massages through the neck, up the back of the head, trickles onto the forehead and massages the brow bone, onto the temples, the hollows of the eyes, across the cheeks, think relax as you feel the body completely relaxed. As you continue to breathe, I invite you to picture these images for a few moments each. The color yellow, a breeze crawling through the trees, a child laughing, two people holding hands, a friend comforting you, you comforting a friend, a rainbow arcing across the sky, Just breathe. Bring the attention back to the inhales coming in through the nose, the exhales sighing out through the mouth. Bringing movement back to the body, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. If you're laying down, rolling to your right side when you're ready. And on your own time, everyone meeting in a comfortable seat. Keeping your eyes closed or softly gazing at the floor in front of you, I invite you to take the Trishela Mudra with me again, bringing your thumb to your pinky finger, 3 fingers out, palms open on your lap. Remembering that Lord Shiva, the destroyer, is the destroyer of harmful patterns, of which we have so many in our own lives and in the world. But Lord Shiva is also the harmonizer, a lover, and a unifier. So together, we will break what was built to keep others down, and we will rebuild with equality and equity. Our voices loud, our movements powerful, our alliances together, ready to take action and change the world that we live in. What will your action be? Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing the head towards the fingertips. By the mercy of my teachers, the light within me honors the light within all of you. I am so grateful for you, each and every one of you, present and far away. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I am grateful to know, or getting to know, each and every one of you and your beautiful souls. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to unmute you so that you can all